meeting would be Nizam Uddin SK. Nizam, please go ahead. You have the floor.
Okay. Good, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's Optoglobe webinar. My name is Nizamuddin Sheikh. I am from Assam, India. I am a student of Optometry from Kaziranga University.
All right, thank you, Nizam. Nizam, please go ahead with the order of the event. Thank you.
Okay.
Nizam, you're in mute.
Yeah. Now started session. Kinja Jeff, Director of Student Communication for Asia, invites you to give a valuable 10 minutes speech. Mr. Kinja Jeff.
Kinza, please go ahead. It's your time to speak. Thank you.
Kinja, are you here?
Yeah, I'm listening. Are you guys listening me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay. Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Kinza Zeb and I am
Kinja,
a student.
please open your video.
It's necessary.
Okay, Kinza, please go ahead with or without your video.
Okay. And I am a student of Optometry at Ibadat International University in Islamabad. I am also honored to serve as a Director of Communication for Asian Optometry students in Optoglobe. Today, I want to tell you about the benefits of joining Optoglobe. This community is special because it connects optometry students and professionals from all over the world by joining Optoglobe. You will become part of a big family that shares your interests and passions. Firstly, Optoglobe provides a platform for you to connect with other students and professionals in the field of optometry. You can learn from their experiences, share your own knowledge, and build relationships that can help you in your future career. Secondly, Optoglobe offers many opportunities for learning and growth. You can attend webinars, workshops, and conferences that will help you stay updated on the latest developments in optometry. You will learn about new technologies, research, and trends that can help you become a better optometrist. Thirdly, OptoGlobe enables you to collaborate with others on projects and research. You can work together with students and professionals from different countries and cultures, which can be a very enriching experience. OptoGlobe keeps you updated on the latest news and developments in the field of optometry. You will receive newsletters, updates, and alerts that will keep you informed about what's happening in the world of optometry. And I am excited to announce that OptoGlobe is launching a student ambassador program for all Asian countries, including Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, and more. This program is a great opportunity for students to represent OptoGlobe in their respective countries and contribute to the growth of the community. As a student of ambassador, you will have the chance to develop your leadership skills, build your network, and make a positive impact on your community. You will also receive support and guidance from the OptoGlobe team, and you will be part of a global network of students and professionals who share your passions. I encourage you all to apply for the Student Ambassadors program and check the chat for the link to apply. I am sending a link into the chat. Wait a moment. Um, just guys, a little bit of wait. Okay. Please join the link and apply. Now, it's a great opportunity that can help you grow both personally and professionally. Apply for the Student Ambassadors program. Please check the chat for the link to apply. Additionally, I encourage you to follow OptoGlobe's social media accounts to stay updated on the latest news, events, and opportunities. We have a presence on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, so please connect with us and be a part of our community. OptoGlobe is a fantastic opportunity for optometry students and professionals to connect, learn, and grow together. I encourage you all to join us and be a part of this amazing community. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to welcoming you to OptoGlobe. Thank you.
Thank you, Kinja. Now,
Thank you, Kinza.
I am honored to introduce our distinguished all guest speakers. First guest speaker, respected Dr. Jennifer Lyon G. Vinola, an accomplished optometrist graduated from Manalia Central University in 2014. Awarded the Best in Communication Academic Achievement, she is now the Associate Dean for Administration and Quality Assurance at MCU. A recognized leader in eye care, she also runs her own private clinic. Second guest speaker, respected Dr. Yugita L. Rajgandhi, a session optometrist and low vision specialist, has served in academic and clinical practice for over 2 decades. She has published extensively, presented research globally, and received numerous awards for her contribution to optometry. She currently holds multiple leadership roles in optometric organizations. And third guest speakers, respected Dr. Abdullah Nasir, an award-winning optometrist with a gold medal from Rawalpindi Medical College, holds a Master in Healthcare Management, a former lecturer at Ibadat International University, Islamabad. He is a certified clinical trainer and consultant optometrist at Elite Opticare. He is also the founder and CEO of Evolve Eye Care. Dr. Jen Vinola invites you to give a valuable 20 minutes speech. Are you here?
Dr. Jen Vinola is having issues joining in the meeting. She just mailed me. So probably we move on to either Dr. Yogita or Dr. Abdullah while waiting for her.
Yeah,
Dr.
good
Jen
evening,
Vinola.
everybody.
Uh,
If she's not available due to whatever technical glitches, I think so I can go ahead with the presentation.
okay, thank you. Now I invite Dr. Yugita Rajgandhi invites you to give a valuable 20 minutes speech.
You can see my presentation?
Yeah.
Okay. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. It's been a pleasure to be part of this OptaGlobe community. And I'm happy to see Maria after a long time virtually connecting my old colleagues. Of course, Janin from MCU is also my good friend of mine from Philippines. So getting to see all of you virtually, it's nice to see. Today, I would like to present on the global community of optometry student. Namaste from India. As my introduction and the profile has been said, but I do represent WASH International India chapter. Of course, my state is Maharashtra, past more than 9 years, and we be doing various school screening programs. And most of the report have been published in Indian journals, which I've been sending to the WASH International office. And I've been consulting optometrist, low vision specialist, and at present I am a vision therapist in dealing with special children in one of the best children hospital in Mumbai. I'm also part of the Maharashtra Optometry Association as an executive founder member and vice president of Delhi Optometry Association. I was a head of the department with the NAB India, and that's the reason my journey started in a low vision, very rigorous. I opened two gifts this morning, and they were my eyes, and I think so. We all did the same thing, and we received the two gifts. So, basic human needs. What are the basic human needs? That's a self-actualization, esteem, social needs. You need a friends and family. You need a safety and security. Need a physiological needs. And of course, the Wi-Fi. We all cannot stay without the Wi-Fi. So that is also added to that. they are my inspiration, visually impaired females, probably looking at their journey after the evaluation and rehabilitation. If all the challenges also they've come across and they are able to smile and make others smile and be independent, I think so. They made me more, and they inspired me more. So I never forget to thank them. What is education? Why are we here today? And why we need to have an education? So education is not the preparation of life, but it's education is life itself. And it must be aimed giving a child a knowledge about reality around him or her, to confidence to cope up with this reality, and the feeling that he's been recognized and accepted as an individual in his own right. So I think so the education is a very paramount and it's a very fundamental thing which any human being should have the education. There are few sectors which can be benefited from the education, irrespective of the what kind of education you are pursuing. But we are talking institute employed like hospitals or the private chain hospitals also can get benefit out of it. A few benefits which I would like to emphasize here, which increase the knowledge in the optometry. Education about the new invention in optometry, that one of the speaker who was talking about the research. So whatever the new invention is happening in optometry, probably we all can get the news about it, the update about it. You get an opportunity to build up your confidence through various presentations. Interaction with other optometrists, which increases after once you get connected in this platform. The latest development in optometry, which you can exchange your ideas, exchange your thought process, your views, and probably the execution of the project can be done then. The various options are available for further studies. You can have the exchange program. Like in India, we do have an exchange program with a different university. MOU has been typed with a two different university. And that's the way probably after your bachelor's, maybe you can do your master's, MPhil and PhD or a fellowship even. So that can be available for further studies to do the exchange program. Selection of the optometry colleges in different location or different states across the country, that also can be part of it. You can share your views, you can have the good communication, skills can increases. Structure of optometry in education. Every country has their different structures, different nomenclatures. There are few subjects can be part of it and cannot be part of it. Like in India also, we do have that difference of subjects in different university. That's because we do not have right now the standardization. But very soon, within a few months down the line, the commission has been formed. The council is going to come down, and each states, like more than 15 states, have the state council now. So we are just waiting for the national council, and everything will fall into the right place. So the structure of optometry will definitely have the difference from uh, westernization, Western country to the Africa to the Asia, and that depends upon your practice management as well. So the practice management also will differ from country to country, which you can exchange about it, how the laws are there, how the license program is there, and what kind of practice management you require to do it in the specific country or your home country. There can be a various laws in the region of the practice where you do it. Like in America, you have a different laws from states to states. So different states have a different laws from California to New York and New York to the Atlanta. So same way like in other countries may be having some kind of a laws which can be changed from region to region. The knowledge about the various new products available, it may be for the dispensing optics, or it can be for the contact lenses, or it can be for the low vision devices, or it can be for the ocular prosthetic. And probably that can emphasize and build up your good practice even. Benefiting them by purchasing various new dispensing products which are not available in your home country, which can be taken care by your global platform like this, and people can share the ideas and support system is always available. It can help the exhibition of the products also, and that's a big platform where you can learn many things about your products. Well, like there are so many global events are happening about the ophthalmic instrument. It can be Silmo kind of, which happens every year in the Paris. The same kind of in India also, we do have a one national exhibition either in New Delhi or in Mumbai. So across the country and Asia, people do come down and visit the different kind of stalls for the different products. And that's a way probably they can exchange the ideas and learn, benefit, and probably take home back whatever instruments are not available to their country. There are various platforms for networking and meeting around. I think so this is the best part of it. You guys are very fortunate enough to have such kind of a Optoglob which you have initiated. And probably during our time, there was nothing kind of such, and we never thought about it because there was no social media. So I think so you guys are very lucky. Of course, you can have the conferences, you can have containing medical education programs, you can travel to different countries, you can explore the new city, new culture, the food habits and new people. And there are so many things which you can learn from. You can have the research exchange. There are many authors and publication can come together. They study on the particular subjects of the interest group, and probably they can able to do the research and do the publication in their different countries. So there are professional and personal development, and you can interact with the international student as well. Whatever happening around their colleges, their faculties, their difficulties, and knowledge-based sharing. Of course, that can have the growth in optometry. I personally feel until unless you are personally having a growth in as a human being, as certain qualities, I'm sure you can develop your professional growth as well. You can learn about the country culture, food, and the weather. You respect for each other, which can increase over a period of time when you have a good and consistent communication skill with each student from different countries. Of course, you recognize you have a designation and then you have a position in particular organization. And that can definitely build up your own confidence. You can do a lot of good work to your community, your state, district, and your country, which can benefit even for the international people to learn about. Capacity building. You should know about what is your capacity or your potential. What are your plus and minus qualities? Inner potentials, exploring your qualities about it. Soft skills. Then you have the social integration and communication skills. I personally feel it is increased a lot since I've been traveling past more than 15 years and it has helped me out a lot. Of course, once you start doing this, but before that, you need a good, healthy budget. And if you know how to do budgeting, you know to maintain the financial status, you know about economical balancing, then probably you can do many things in a year. Many international events are keep coming and you can able to plan as per that. You need to be well organized. You have the awareness and you have the personal responsibility about such kind of a student about from the international and the community which are coming from across the world. Of course, your time management is a key factor. And I'm sure if everybody learns that, then as a student, you can make a lot of differences. So there are many benefits which I have felt. These are all from my heart and my experience, which I'm talking about it. But there are challenges. So what are the challenges? There should be a consistent interest about. You should have the passion for growing. Until unless if you do not have a passion for doing some multitasking or various projects or various interests probably, it's little difficult to communicate with the international students. Yes, time zone make a lot of differences and you have to respect that, and according to that, you need to plan it out. The day schedules are different from country to country, so that can be a little challenging. And college activity from morning to evening, you have your own schedule. Sometimes half of the day you have a lectures and half of the day you have clinical practice or internship in the hospital to see the patients during your first, second, and third year program or fourth year program. So that according to that, you have limited access to your international students. But definitely on the weekends or with the social media, you can able to communicate with them. The structure of the optometry courses, sometimes the student, I have seen many students pursuing optometry education from India. And if they have to travel outside, abroad, any places where they would have the interest of specializing subjects and they want to study a master's or fellowship program, sometimes those subjects or the credit points of the practical and theory part has not been taught as much as the World Education Service required. So then they have those kind of a challenges to upgrade them or study more, get the credit points, and then apply for the admission. So sometimes the structure of optometry course can be challenges. Duration of study matters. Like in India, we have almost 50 colleges who are giving the degree program, that is a graduation, and 100 universities are offering the uh, optometry programs. We have diploma in optometry, we have bachelor, we have masters, we have MPhil, and we have PhD program as well. But there can be a duration of studies 12 plus 4. But in other countries, like you have OD program, which can be have 12 plus 6. So difference of that 2 years, that can have the, I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, sorry. So travel time, that's again the issue, financial, and the availability of the certain specific subjects or the courses or the faculty even, and the affordability. That's a where biggest challenge, which I feel as a student have it. Most of the student probably have to depend on their parents or the bank loans, or sometimes there are different university who offer them a scholarship program. So it is possible. Personally, I feel nothing is impossible in a life. Everything takes place until unless if you have the vision and mission for doing things, I'm sure something will work out for it. Yes, language can be a barrier at times and cultural differences, but we all can come out of it so easily, I'm sure. Recognition of the course by the home country. That is one thing which we need to understand. Even if you travel any part of the world and when you want to come back to your home country, and if that license or standardization or regulation does not accept by your health ministry, then there is an issue over there. The practice management is different from country to country. Standardization, as I said, regulation and license, nomenclature. That's very important. Sometimes it is bachelor in optometry or BSc in optometry, or sometimes it's a bachelor in clinical optometry, or you have a doctor of optometry program. So different nomenclature sometimes creates confusion. And the university status, because there are many university, like you have government or public university, you have the private university or deemed university, or you have the state university. So everything has to be fall into the right place when you want to go abroad, study, exchange ideas, learn something. These are the factors which I feel that as a student, you need to take it into the consideration. I was also thinking so much before that when I wanted to travel, and I was thinking, what can I do? Is it everything on my head? And am I able to come out of it? Yes, there are opportunities. You can manage the relationship and you can have the uh, uh, relationship, keeping the professional contacts. Social media differs from each person to person. The role of students is there till he or she becomes graduate. Dependency is there on the parents and the teachers or the faculty. You need a guidance, you need motivator teachers who can able to guide you in the proper manner. What is your interest and what is the way you would like to go further? And sometimes your self decision and social and moral responsibility also takes part in it. So what is next? Yes, I think so. Opportunities exist, and there are many opportunities which you can have the exchange of ideas and options, discussion on various optometry subjects. You can have the spatial interest group for the, like I have for low vision or the special children's about it. You can discuss the case study, you can do the publications. Research and authors can come onto the one platform and they can do the particular subjects research and have a publications. International organization like a Wash International can involve in that and they can play a major role in it, holding a designated position and interpersonal relation growth. Of course, it all based on the knowledge-based sharing, problem solving, and learning methods, teaching skills, soft skills. Everything has a great opportunity probably to improve, to learn, and to execute. And you should know about your potential talent, which can attract to the international community as well. There can be industry partners, business opportunities are there, and there are key stakeholders who can also get benefit out of it. The student can also get employment and it can work wonders at times. So I just want to have a discussion here. Education must be all for all the respective of each experience in the field of optometry. Probably this relationship between the engagement and the key business, which has a financial performance, retention, and the which can have the attract the talent. I think so. The effective education and the student community, uh, they have challenges, but then if you are based on the focus on the knowledge based integrated approach, I'm sure it can have lot of avenues ahead. So I feel what are the learning outcomes? It can identify the knowledge, skill, attitude, which matters the most, motivation of the student, and approach towards the learning, the style of learning pattern, and discussion of the learning cycle. I think so some of the factors which also can have the good outcome out of it. And one need to focus, I think so, on the real world problem. So once you know about it, what is the real world problem, I'm sure uh, it can do the wonders. So I personally feel the success in life depends upon two important things: the vision of seeing the invisible and the mission of doing the impossible things. And I'm sure optometrists can do that. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I have few pictures to share, which I have gathered during my interaction with a student at a different university. This is one of the only woman university, which is more than 107 years old, having a university registered in Mumbai, which is a financial capital of India. And we had a great opportunity to interact with the student and conduct the CME program. This was at Philippines at Malina Central University. These are the various conferences where I'm interacting with the student and taking a lecture or workshop for the low vision. One of the state of Gujarat where I have taken low vision rehabilitation uh, program and the 2 days conference. This is one of the World Optometry Day celebration where entire from bachelor to master, all the students were gathered. And it was a great honor to represent this one of the university called Dr. D.Y. Patil at Pune. This is one of the, again, ITM private university in Navi Mumbai. During your, external examiner and the convocation ceremony, we interact with the student, learn, and it feels very great. One of the, again, the same university which is based in Bombay, and it is only for the ladies. So which is giving you now the offering the degree program as well. Latest they started before 5 years ago, and diploma was running in from since 1983. So almost from 35 years, this university is giving the optometry program. Again, one of the city in Maharashtra where we have conducted different program. This is at the West Bengal, one of the state in eastern part of India, where they started optometry program diploma of 2 years in 1927 during the British rule. And it was the nomenclature of Indian College of Optics. And I think so from there, after the post-independence, it started from 1958. So we were very blessed that optometry is started in India during the British rule in 1927. So you can understand how this profession is such an old profession and very noble profession. So that's the reason this university was invited to me for the low vision program and the workshop. This is at Uttar Pradesh, one of the central part of India, and was again invited for one conference and the workshop and the presentation. This is the university where right now I'm pursuing my PhD. So I'm also a student of this university in Rajasthan, western part of India. One of the oldest hospital in my state, in Maharashtra, Sir J.J. Hospital, who has an ophthalmology department. And recently, before 3 years ago, they have started the bachelor in optometry. And I was very happy to be part of the first optometrist to take a low vision presentation for all the ophthalmologists and optometry students just 15 days ago. And of course, I have my global community of optometry, and I'm very happy to share that the colleague from Turkey and Malaysia, then Russia, and the left-hand side bottom is my all Bosch family members. The friend from Ukraine and Ghana, Nigeria, and the Israel. This was in 2019 when I presented my abstract and research paper in Saudi Arabia. So helping hand doesn't need to be a big size. It just required an attitude, which matters the most. That's what I feel it. I personally feel to pledge the donate your eyes and organs. That's a very beautiful gift which you can give it. But at the same time, you need to respect your teachers. You need to plant a tree for the environment. You need to educate and do the screening program for the children's, for the healthcare. You need to save a water because I feel water is a life. And yes, you need to take care of your old people. The size of the audience doesn't matter. You should keep up doing your good work. If you have any questions, do let me know. But before that, I have one question. If a single teacher cannot teach us all the subjects, then how do you expect a single student to learn all the subjects? I'm sure the student all agree with me. So happy learning and happy practicing. This was a wonderful picture which I have taken of the Cape Town during my visit to Mozambique. I'm proud to be Indian, I'm proud to be woman, and very proud to be an optometrist. I would like to acknowledge OptaGlobe, the committee members of OptaGlobe, the Wash International US, especially Megan Weber from the Know the Globe, Premji Gadimo, the Rajgandhi Eye Care Institute. Some of the pictures which I have taken the consent from the National Association for the Blind, my visually impaired participants, my parents, family, farmers. These are my parents. Thanks to them because they have given me a lot of freedom. And that's the reason probably I could explore the optometry very well. You can get connected by email, my website, yogitarajgandhi.com, Instagram and Twitter. And of course, we can connect with the WhatsApp as well. So I don't know whether I did good job, but yes, Chimpazi says, yes, I've done the good job. So thank you, Bonjour, merci. Thank you, everybody.
Ma'am, someone asked a question
Please do.
in chat box. In chat box. Ikra Salam to Mr. Ikra Salam. Let me ask a question.
No, you can read the question for Yogita, Nisam. Okay, I'll read it.
Yeah.
Hello, madam. I'm Ikra Salam from Pakistan. I have recently graduated from optometry school as a bachelor's in optometry, a 5 years program. So would it cause any hindrance in my further education and career, as basically I'm from the Gulf? I'm more focused to do a master's in optometry from Europe. So does it matter where you study optometry, Yogita?
No, I don't think so. It will matter because since you have done the 5 years program, it will be an advantage to you if you want to study abroad. Like as you said, you want to go to Europe. There will be a many university, especially in London. They have wonderful universities who is offering a bachelor, master program, and even the PhD program as well. So probably there should not be a problem. Definitely, you should go.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable speech. Now I shall invite Dr. Abdullah Nasir invites you to give a valuable 20 minutes speech. Dr. Abdullah Nasir, are you listening?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay.
Shall I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Abdullah Nasir and I'm from Pakistan. I've been practicing optometry from past 3 years, and I've been teaching exclusively the clinical portion of optometry and the theoretical portion in Ibadan International University, Pakistan. And clinical sessions particularly focused on the actual clinical skills that I think that actually matters as far as optometry is concerned. I'm not neglecting the theory. Theory is the basic foundation which give rise to many other options. But I focus more on my practice is focused more on the practical work. So that being said, first of all, I would like to put that for everyone that it was an entirely, utterly pleasure to hear from Miss Yogita. Such an astound and such a remarkable speech delivered by her, and such a comprehensive one with the time parameters well met. I would like to say, madam, it was very nice hearing from you. And we shall coordinate on your email as well for the further research, which I had a few of them in my mind. I hope you will spare some time for my research opinions as well. Thank you. Thanks in anticipation. I don't have such a presentation, such a proper presentation as Ms. Yogita, but I would like to point out the problems and the scenario of optometry in ongoing in Pakistan. As a teacher myself, I have faced and I have seen the students face the problems firsthand right away. They have discussed several problems with me. So I would like to put that on a global scale so that these problems could be addressed and more input could be brought up that how could we cope with such issues. The basic problem which in Pakistan we face are basically the clashes between an optician, an optometrist, and an ophthalmologist. I feel being an optometrist myself and a teacher, I feel there is a lack in the curriculum which do not clarify the boundaries, that where the boundary of an optician ends and where the boundary of an optometrist starts. Similarly, we do not clarify the students as per our curriculum, don't clarify them about the do and don'ts of the optometry. What are the parameters in which we have to stick? We must stick in order to avoid the malpractice. So I feel that there's a severe need of curriculum revision all over Pakistan, and that should be of the global standards that I feel. Moreover, students are quite clueless after the bachelor's. They undergo 5-year program or 4-year program, but there is a very lack of opportunities for the master's program. I feel the masters should be in a particular domain. As we all know, that optometry is a huge domain that comprises of low vision, refraction, squint, occupational optometry, primary healthcare, contact lens, and so on. So the master's program should not be of the entire optometry. I feel like master's program should be specified for particular domains like low vision, masters in low vision, that will be called as low vision specialist. Masters in squint or strabismus, that will be called as strabismus specialist. Contact lens fitting specialist will have a master's degree in contact lens specialist. Similarly, the person running the programs of primary eye care should have a master's degree in primary eye care. So I feel like there's some lacking which I would like to put on the global platform as a very humble student of optometry. I would like to put that on the global platform so that everyone could pitch in their ideas about the eradication of such issues. Now, I would like to point out some of the domains of optometry which are not well appreciated by students as well as some of the professionals. I have randomly visited all over Pakistan regarding optometry, and I've seen like thousands of clinics. And what I have observed is that most of them only had two domains going on: refraction and diagnosis, nothing else. Like if I speak for myself, I live in the capital of the city, capital of the country, Islamabad and Rawalpindi. We just have one for all the entire population. We have one low vision clinic, and we have one particular clinic that addresses the problem of the strabismus patient with particulars, rhythms, and all the orthoptic assessment presents only one. So the major focus here, which optometrist emphasizes, I think unnecessarily more than usual, is they focus on the refraction part and the diagnosis part. They do not focus on the low vision necessity and importance, strabismus necessity and importance. And the primary eye care programs are so dynamic and so beautifully organized by WHO, and we are completely oblivious to it. I feel that is such a drawback being an optometrist in Pakistan that we are not focusing on the public health issues of eye, like primary eye care. We can exclusively lead the WHO programs for the increasement of the visual impairment and betterment of the vision of the entire public. But due to our focus solely on the clinical part and the generic subjective reflection part, we are ignoring the primary eye care causes, which for primary eye care domains, which can be easily approached. And this might also help the unemployment issue for optometrists. Like everyone do not have the resources to open their own clinic. So they can have the primary eye care goals through particular campaigns and particular screening projects, and they could establish a lot is less than the cost of 1 month clinical revenue. If you sit in a clinic, you treat 100 patients in 1 week. Which is completely ignored or partially ignored by the optometrists of Pakistan. And I feel that this portion should be properly explored and thoroughly enjoyed by the optometrists. Moreover, I feel like optometrists, I am research supervisor of hundreds of research students. I feel like they just go through the routine of they don't have a mindset for research. They have a mindset for a particular survey that we take 100 glaucoma patients, how many have the IOP more than 21, and how many have low vision, low tension glaucoma. So they're more interested on the survey as compared to. So I observed that the such mindedness of optometrists of Pakistan is quite suppressed, and this need to be explored. And again, I will get back to my original point that the curriculum of the optometry addresses the research issue in the very last semester or the last year of the optometry, where a student has to study the research and has to perform the research right away. And that is very laborious for a research student to even absorb all the data he is receiving in the lectures and right away perform it for his or her own thesis. So I feel like research is such a domain, not just for the bachelor students, but the graduates. Graduates must not give up on the research after when they are practicing in a clinic or once they are done with the graduation. They should continue the research mindedness. They can easily perform. If they have a mind for research, they can perform the research right in their clinic. They can, with the help of proper authorities, with the consent of the proper authorities like PNC, ISCO, etc., they can easily perform the research and data collection. They could be a renowned scholar all over the world. They could help us solve such an issues on a global level. Like the publications are not for the particular country. Publications help the people of the world. So the research publication and the primary eye care are such a points which should be more explored by the students as well as the graduate practitioners of optometry. That being said, I would like to close my point and open the question answer session. If anyone would like to answer, that's it from my side. I hope I did a good job. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Abdullah Nasir. Now,
is there any questions?
sir, someone asked a question. It was really wonderful. Someone
Okay.
asked a question. No question.
I have a question,
question,
Dr. Nasir. Dr. Nasir, I
Yes,
have a
yes,
question. I'm not a
yes, please.
student, but I like your points about research and the importance of encouraging students to do more research. In your part of the world, what do you think could work to motivate the academic institutions to encourage more students to do more research and quality research? Thank you.
The basic domain on the part of the institutes are actually, I feel like the institute in which I am teaching, they are teaching the research subject, like how to perform a research in the very last semester, and the second half of the semester, the student have to actually perform those research. So I feel like this is a very big drawback, and this is not only happening in the university I'm teaching, but this is happening on the university all over the Pakistan domain. I have visited many universities and I have also talked about it. So I feel like they should have a particular course in backhand and certain refresher course as well, and most importantly, support programs that facilitate financially and as a mentor to the students who are willing to perform research. Because when they will perform an adequate research, that will help. That will have that will have global impacts, and that may help someday resolve a bigger issue than we anticipate.
Thank you.
Okay, I have one question for him.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you for sharing your views on what is the status of optometry in Pakistan. I wanted to know how many universities are offering the optometry program. And besides that, at the student level, what are the challenges you think about, which probably is the primary factors?
Okay. As far as bachelor programs are concerned, almost 35 universities all over the Pakistan are offering optometry programs. But as far as masters and the further studies are concerned, only 5 universities are offering MS or MPhil optometry, and which that is also generic. That is not also specified, as I said, that should be in low vision or strabismus as well. So I feel like this is a very uh, alarming condition. As far as students are concerned, the basic challenge they are facing are, I think, with respect to the curriculum. The curriculum which they are facing, I don't think it's symmetric at all. They are teaching the anatomy way after they have taught the entire refraction subject. They're teaching research way close to the time they have actually performed the research and so on. So I'm not speaking subjectively regarding to my university. I have reviewed many curriculums of the different universities as well as different boards, and I found that they are not symmetric and that should be revised. Students are very confused on the domains and do and don'ts enough to be confused with the syllabus and the coverage of the curriculum.
So thank you for that. But my question is that Pakistan do have a optometry council like a medical, dental, or pharmacy kind of. So do you have the optometry council which can regulate the standardization and the legalization, license programming?
I myself am the member of that council, but that council is not yet well established. It has been approved by the National Assembly in the very recent past, and we are working very hard to flourish it and establish it well, so that I could raise the same points I put forward in that domain as well.
Right, correct. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sir, there is a question from Samuel. Could I be clarified on the difference between optometrist and optician practice?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Okay. Could I be clarified on the difference between optometrist and optician practice?
Yes. Basically, the work of an optometrist is and the work of an optician is very thin line. And we do merge in some domains of the optician, like we have the capacity more well as the domains of dispensing a lens, making the glasses. But optician is more about the concern with the domains of salesmanship. Like if you go to a glasses shop, an optical shop, what you will find will be a person, he should be optician, but it could be an optometrist. So optometrist should respect his domain, and optician should respect the domains of an optometrist, that he is way more diverse as compared to an optician who is restricted to just dispensing of the lens and contact lenses.
Thank you for your valuable answer.
Sorry?
Thank you for your valuable answer.
Thank you so much.
Now, respected Dr. Jennifer Binola, invite you to give a valuable 20 minutes speech.
Okay, so let me share my screen. Am I allowed to share? Yeah. Can you see now my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so good morning or good afternoon or good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Jennifer Lindsay Vignola, and I'm excited to discuss how a global optometry student community can significantly enhance our learning and professional experience. As the advisor of two student chapters, which is SVOSH MCU chapter and KTG MCU chapter, I have witnessed firsthand the power of collaboration and learning from peers across the globe. And in an increasingly interconnected world, it is vital to embrace the opportunities for global cooperation and shared knowledge. This is especially true in the field of optometry, where advancements and best practices are continually evolving. So today I would like to share from my perspective and experience as a faculty advisor how a global optometry student community can enhance our educational and professional journeys. First, it offers diverse perspective. This is one of the most valuable opportunities offered by a global optometry student community. And being of such community exposes us to different healthcare systems and optometry practices from around the world. This exposure helps us understand the unique challenges and solutions in various settings. It also helps us to understand cultural differences in patients' care, which is actually very crucial. And we know that each culture has its own approach to healthcare, which affects how we serve our patients. For instance, learning about the eye health challenges faced by patients in a developing countries compared to a developed countries, it can provide us with a broader understanding of global health issues and solutions. And of course, this knowledge not only broadens our perspective, but also equips us with the skills to adapt our practice to meet diverse patients' needs, especially students in the near future, definitely. And in our student chapters, in SVOS MCU chapter and the KTG MCU chapter, with these types of diverse perspectives, we also learn how advocacies of different organizations is carried out in different organizations, of course. And this experience helps us to see the various ways we can promote eye health and vision care within our communities and beyond. The next one is it offers resource sharing. So this is another significant opportunity offered by a global optometry student community. Being part of this community allows us to gain access to a wide range of educational materials, perhaps from around the world. For example, sharing also in promoting research works within the community not only enhances our knowledge, but also it helps us to learn and apply advanced techniques in our practice. And by staying updated with the latest research and findings from different parts of the world, we can integrate innovative solutions and best practices in our own optometry work. So we are actually focusing on research works in our school. So we are giving the chance, giving our students a chance to also present the research studies, not just in the Philippines, but also abroad. So we are trying to pass the research works in different organizations, and perhaps we can have the chance to share the research work that our students have been working on for the past semesters. And maybe we can have that kind of collaboration again, also in terms of the research works. Next one is networking opportunities. So building professional connections globally and participating in international conferences and workshops, which is also, again, a crucial opportunities provided by a global optometry student community. With the advancement of technology, these opportunities have become more accessible, and it allows us to gain experience with the latest advancement in optometry from all over the world. This is one positive outcome of the pandemic, because it has been We have an increased availability of webinars and virtual conferences since the pandemic. This online events enable us to attend and participate in international gatherings without the need to travel. We have been able to learn from experts, understand different perspectives, and engage in discussions on research and practices of optometry in different countries. And of course, participating in these events allows us to build a global network of peers and mentors, opening doors to future collaborations, perhaps job opportunities, and further education. This networking is invaluable as it helps us to stay connected with the global optometry community, keeping us informed about the latest trends and innovation in our field. And of course, this experience helps us understand how different regions tackle similar challenges, providing us with a broader and more comprehensive view of optometry. And by engaging with professionals from diverse backgrounds, we can exchange ideas, share best practices, and collectively work towards advancing the field of optometry. So we were able to attend different webinars online and of course locally and internationally. So we also allow our students to attend these types of webinars or seminars. Next one is it offers also an opportunity for a collaborative projects. For example, working on a research project with students from multiple countries can bring together diverse perspective and expertise. And this collaborative approach often results in more comprehensive and creative solutions to common problems that we are facing right now in terms of the eye health care services in different countries. It also allows us to understand and appreciate the varied practices and challenges faced in different regions in enriching our knowledge and, of course, our experience. Collaboration extends beyond academic research also to community outreach activities. For instance, we had the opportunity before this is actually way back before the pandemic. We had the opportunity to meet representatives from Bosch Waterloo, Canada. And this kind of interaction helps us to learn how different organizations conduct their outreach programs and adopt best practices to serve our communities better. Participating in such joint efforts not only enhance our academic and professional skills, but also fosters a sense of global community and, of course, teamwork. It prepares us to work effectively in diverse environments and contribute meaningfully to the global optometry field. Next one is access to global opportunities. So gaining access to scholarship grants, perhaps, international internship, externships, and participation in exchange programs. These are key opportunities provided by a global optometry student community. These opportunities not only enhance our academic and professional growth, but also expand our horizons and understanding of global optometry practices. For scholarship grants from international organizations and institutions, it can provide financial support for our studies because we know that financial constraints is one reason, which is actually the main reason that the students don't continue to study optometry. So especially in our country, we offer 6 years of optometry, doctor of optometry course. So that's a long time of studying. So definitely there are instances that financial constraint is one primary reason that they have to stop studying. International internships and externships offers us or the students to a chance to gain practical experience in diverse settings. Working in different healthcare environments exposes us to various patient care practices, technologies, and challenges, which broadens our clinical skills and adaptability. For example, an internship in a developed countries might introduce us to advanced diagnostic tools, while an externship in a developing country might teach us as innovative ways to manage resources and provide care in resource-limited settings. Participation in exchange programs allows us to study at institutions abroad, experiencing their curricula, teaching methods, and clinical practices firsthand. This immersion deepens our understanding of global optometry practices and helps us appreciate the similarities and differences across regions. And it also provides a unique cultural experience, fostering personal growth and global awareness. As actually an internship coordinator as well, this is one thing that I'm working on, having a connection with different optometry school abroad so that we can give opportunities to our students in Manila Central University, an internship or perhaps an exchange student opportunity. So these global opportunities will prepare them to become well-rounded professionals who can effectively work in a diverse environment and contribute to the global optometry community. And of course, to be part of the bigger picture. So even though the eye healthcare system differ in each country, our goal and objective remains the same. We strive to ensure that eye care services are accessible, available, and affordable for everyone. And this shared mission is driven by our commitment to promote equality, diversity, and inclusion in eye health. Our collective efforts aim to provide quality eye care to all individuals, regardless of their location, background, or socioeconomic status. This principle is echoed in the mission statement of Bosch International, which calls for action in battling global eye health problems. The Bosch emphasizes that quality eye care is not a privilege, but a right of everyone. And promoting equality means that everyone should have the same opportunity to receive eye care. Diversity ensures that our approach considers and respects the various cultural, economic, and geographical contexts in which we operate. And inclusion ensures that no one is left behind and that our service reach every individual, especially those in underserved and marginalized communities. And by working together on a global scale, we can address the disparities in eye health and work towards in a world where everyone has access to eye care. And of course, in conclusion, being part of a global optometry student community offers numerous benefits. Again, we gain access to diverse perspectives, resources, professional connections that significantly enhance our learning and professional development. From participating in joint research projects, international internships, to attending global conferences and sharing best practices, these opportunities prepare us to become well-rounded professionals, and our collaborative efforts help us to address global eye health challenges and work towards making quality eye care accessible, available, and affordable for everyone. So that's why I encourage all of us to actively engage in global optometry networks and take full advantage of the opportunities they present. Participate in international conferences, again, join research collaboration, and seek out internship and scholarships. And by doing so, we not only enrich our knowledge and skills, but also contribute to the global mission of promoting, again, equality, diversity, and inclusion in eye care. So together, we can enhance our learning and experience to becoming better equipped to serve our patients worldwide. So thank you for listening. So I hope you gained something from my presentation.
Ma'am, there is a question from Ikra Salam. Hello, Dr. Jain Vinola. I have a question. How can we approach different scholarship for doing MS or PhD, who is actually authentic?
We actually thank you for that question. So actually with different scholarship grants, we are still looking for optometry schools that actually provides or offers scholarship grants. In MCU, we actually don't have an MS optometry course still. We're still developing it in our school. We're still not offering that kind of master's in science in optometry program. We only have the master's in education program in our school. So that's one thing that we are actually working on, and we are actually in the process of offering these types of, because optometry in our country, we actually offers subspecialization such as specialization in low vision, in sports vision, in if you want to focus on geriatric optometry, contact lens, public health perhaps. So that's one thing that we are actually working on right now in our school. And if ever with this kind of global optometry community, we can be able to spread once it's already offered in our school. And perhaps if we could work on the scholarship grants as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Zen Vinola. Now, Pemiji Godimo invite you to give a valuable 10 minutes speech, and also founder of OptoGlobe.
All right. Thank you very much, Nizam. I'm delighted to give this speech on this webinar. It's great that we have been able to hold this webinar session as OptoGlobe for Asia, and we've had persons join in and interact with our guest speakers. First of all, I want to apologize for the technical glitch we experienced earlier on, and hopefully it won't happen for the other days of the webinar. I just want to say some or highlight some certain things. Most of the talking too about OptoGlobe has been done by our esteemed Director for Student Communications in Asia, Inzazeb from Pakistan. She's told everyone about the benefits of OptoGlobe and why joining or belonging to a global optometry student community is very important. So I just want to, before I go on, I just want to admonish everyone who has joined us. Thank everyone for joining in, and just inform everyone that soon OptoGlobe, in partnership with Know the Glue, would be launching a video contest, and there are prizes to be won. Prices up to $250. And hopefully it will be starting immediately after the webinar or the summit. That will be July 15th. So we'll be starting with the video contest, and more details will be provided on the OptoGlobe group and through mail. There are so many other partnerships we're working on, and in the long run, we'll be announcing to everyone, so everyone can join in and actually do see. It's a lot of talking when you tell everyone the importance of a global optometry student community. But once optometry students, I believe in the nearest future, will start benefiting, in reality, and then I don't think there's need to tell anyone by then, because everyone is seeing it happen. And I think it's it would be delightful, and I'll be very glad to see that happen for all of us as optometry students. I'll also admonish everyone to follow our social media pages for OptoGlobe. We are on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook now, and also we have the WhatsApp community. I would be sending in the link to follow all these pages and the chats, so you can follow us. And also the OptoGlobe membership link would be sent in soon. So okay, yeah, before I round up for Dr. Maria, who is the Executive Director of WASH, to speak. For this webinar session, OptoGlobe will be giving out certificates to all participants who are interested in getting certificates. So if you are interested in a certificate from us for attending this webinar session, the OptoGlobe mail address would be in the chat, and you just send a mail requesting for a certificate, and it will be sent to you after the summit. Thank you very much for joining us, and do have a wonderful time listening to Dr. Maria, who is the Executive Director of WASH International.
Thank you, Pemije. Thank you, everyone. First of all, congratulations to the OptoGlobe group. I know this organizing this type of events can be nerve-wracking, and there are always technical issues. So don't worry, we all learn in the process, and every time we do things better. So thank you very much for organizing this. Thank you very much for involving us. And thank you very much to our great panelists. We all learn things. I just want to say that as WASH International, we've been growing and we are expanding. We are also emphasizing more the need for education and the need for new leadership. Optometry is a great profession, and optometrists should not be just restricted to do refraction or just working, in your private practice. That is an option, but you can do much more. And I think as young students with lots of motivation and demonstrated leadership, the members of OptoGlobe have a great future ahead. When you remember the presentations you had from Dr. Jennifer, from Yogita, from Dr. From Pakistan, I forgot his name at this moment. They all went to school of optometry. They were all young and they all had to, pass exams and do the same things that you are doing. What made them so committed and so, key leaders in the profession is because they were curious. I'm sure they were very curious. So if I could leave you with something, remain curious, be always curious. A curious mind is, the entrance to many great things in life, and it will help you strengthen this emerging network, and it will help you become the leaders that the profession requires. As Jennifer mentioned, the world is very different now, and there are many opportunities to connect, to learn. Be proud of what you do, what you learn. Be proud of the countries you come from, because very often in the Bosch family in the past, many of our colleagues may think that we will receive all the knowledge coming from the colleagues from the States or from Canada. And that is only partly truth. Our colleagues from the States and Canada also learn a lot when they interact with you. And you have a lot of things to teach us. So be proud of what you are achieving. Keep a curious mind, keep learning. And as WASH International, I think we will be very delighted to continue supporting and learning from you. It is really a delight to see the energy and the motivation among all of you students. So thank you, Pemije, thank you, team, and yeah, have a very good day.
Thank you very much, Dr. Maria. Just before we round up, I think I saw in the chat someone said he is interested. Samuel Mugisha says he's interested in joining Optoglobe. I would be putting the Optoglobe, or someone will be sending in the Optoglobe membership form link into the chat. So you just copy that and join Optoglobe. Through it, joining Optoglobe is free. There are no dues to joining Optoglobe. It's free of charge. You can join in by just filling that form. And you can also share to other optometry students that you know in your school and any other school. Thank you very much for joining into this session.
Thank you. And just a final comment, a bit admin comment. Those who want their certificates, as Pemije said, will receive their certificates. We have 4 Pemijes among the attendees. So if you can change your names, so then the system registers your real identity, it will make it much easier for our colleagues of Optoglobe to produce the certificates of the attendees to the session today. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, Dr. Maria. The Optoglobe membership form link has just been sent to the chat, so you can please fill it. That's for Samuel, who was asking, and any other person who is on this call and is not a member of Optoglobe and is interested in joining Optoglobe. Thank you.
Thank you,